President Donald Trump reclaiming the White House. He was sworn in today for a second term in office. The ceremonies moved inside the Capitol Rotunda due to the bitter cold. Trump declaring the golden age of America in his first address as the 47th president.
From this day forward, our country will flourish and be respected again all over the world. We will be the envy of every nation, and we will not allow ourselves to be taken advantage of any longer.
Trump is only the second president in U.S. history with 2 non-consecutive terms. Thanks for joining us on this MLK Day, streaming live on Fox Local at 5. I'm Sheba Russell. President Trump signing his first executive orders into law today, just minutes after his inauguration address, putting black Sharpie to paper on a flurry of items from immigration to energy to gender ideology. Fox's Connor Hansen is in Washington with more.
A stark contrast for 2 presidents as Donald Trump takes office for the second time in a day packed with events, and Joe Biden leaves Washington as a private citizen after more than 50 years in public office. Former President Biden shaking hands with his predecessor and now successor, President Donald Trump.
So help me God. So help me God. Congratulations.
Frigid temperatures forced the swearing-in ceremony indoors, where shortly after, Carrie Underwood sang America the Beautiful a cappella. America. Later, Trump addressed an overflow crowd and admitted his inauguration speech was toned down compared to some of the topics he wanted to bring up.
I was going to talk about the things that Joe did today with the pardons of people that were very, very guilty of very bad crimes. They said, please don't bring that up right now. You can bring it up tomorrow.
Because of the cold, there will also be no inaugural parade. Instead, President Trump will join supporters inside Capital One Arena, signing even more executive orders in front of about 20,000 people. In Washington, Connor Hansen, Fox News.
And our Jeff Cole is also in Washington, D.C. tonight. Jeff, security extremely tight for Inauguration Day.
No question about it. Security on Capitol Hill was, in fact, airtight with miles of big, black, strong fencing all over Capitol Hill and armed security forces. The Trump inauguration was part flag-waving euphoria, part merchandising and reverence for the peaceful transfer of power. Shielded from the cold in his Eagles cap, Brian Lewis of Glenside, Montgomery County, took it all in.
It's just powerful that our nation is transferring power of pretty much the singular most powerful office in the world is getting handed off decently, with decorum and just, makes you proud to be an American.
While the inaugural was forced inside the Capitol, outside the legions of Trump supporters gathered behind heavy fencing and gazed at the west front of the Capitol where the swearing-in would have been, waving in the bitter cold wind the stars and stripes and the flag of South Vietnam. Why do you like him? What is it about him?
Oh, I like him. He make, he fight for us. He fight for us. He risk his life. He doesn't care his life. He fight for us, for the better living, for the better America.
Capitol Hill had the feel of an armed camp. A Philadelphia police vehicle sat idling near a U.S. House office building, while security personnel carried heavy weapons. There was the serious and the silly as friends from North Carolina dressed for the occasion.
We want to see a historical event unfold. This feels like a once-in-a-lifetime moment for us. We have 15, I think, children between the 4 of us.
Make America Great Again was emblazoned on caps being hawked on street corners. Supporters proud to show their colors.
I think he's grabbed the attention of a lot of young people just through his policies and very charismatic, but he also has a way of just grabbing people's attention.
They came for Donald Trump's return and more.
I'm just here because I believe our country, it lasted through January 6th, it's going to last through this.
Now, as evidenced by some of the executive orders that he will move forward today, Trump watchers believe that he will move quickly on his top issues, Sheba, including the border with possible workplace raids throughout the country. Live on Capitol Hill, I'm Jeff Cole, Fox 29 News. Sheba.
All right, Jeff, thank you live in D.C. for us.